Hi guys, Flamefish here, and welcome back to some more Dokkan Battle Dragon Ball Heroes content. The crossover is still happening and stuff, blah 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 blah. I never know how to start a video, but we are just about wrapping up all the new content here. We've taken on the new EZA for the 8 characters, we've done most of the red zone and whatnot. All that's left for us to cover right here is this new Extreme Z area for these free-to-play Heroes characters. So, of course, this released alongside the Hero Celebration and is giving us the Extreme Z Awakenings for most of the free-to-play Heroes units. I believe this is all of the free-to-play Heroes units, excluding the brand new one who just released with the Celebration, the Lags card. She does not Extreme Z Awaken, but everything before her does. So we've got 5 characters right here, aka 10 stages to go through. So we've got a lot to cover today, so I'm going to jump straight into this, and then we are going to talk about all these units and exactly how good they are. I don't think any of these new free-to-play EZAs are anything too crazy, but a couple of them I think could be pretty solid. So for each of these stages, it looks like you're probably going to have to bring the character that EZAs. Yep, Great Saiyan 4, yeah, all that normal stuff. And as for the characters you can bring, I'm pretty sure it's just all the Dragon Ball Heroes characters, yeah. Oh, yeah, this was actually bugged earlier, so I'm recording this later. But I believe before this was bugged, and they were not... The brand new characters were not available to choose from here, so... yeah, I'm getting to this a little bit later, but... Also, look in the corner right here. Look at... The physical adult Gotenks never came to global, but he's right here. Dokkan! I don't get... We got the Heroes Celebration collab, whatever. I don't know why they can't give us this free-to-play Gotenks. Doesn't make any sense. Blech. Maybe one day when he EZAs, I guess, they'll pull a Tiancha or something, but, yeah, okay. We're gonna jump right into this. I think this should be pretty easy from what I imagine, especially with us being able to bring a 200% team into here. I don't think we're gonna have much issues at all. So, let's bring Goku, Vegeta, and then, it doesn't really matter. Let's bring Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and then the Great Saiyan. Okay, so, that's a little annoying. I don't know why they make you run an artificial life forms or extreme class friend when you're forced to bring this character who is neither of them. That is kind of poor design, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna one-shot them anyways. Yeah, expect a lot of cuts in this video because it's not gonna be very exciting. Well, that's that. We'll jump into the super stage now. I could just talk about these characters while I'm going through these, but I didn't bring my laptop in here, so I'll just do a bunch of cuts. Bleh. Oh, link levels. Oh yeah, the link levels are going to be pretty good here. I'm still working on getting these Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s done, so I'll gladly take these. Alright, that was the first stage done. Very cool. Next is versus AMS, so we're going to need to bring AMS here. Are they still making us bring the friend? No, we have to bring this friend now. Youth or super class? Well, at least they got super class as a part of the leader skill. Let's take off you and just bring the Great Saiyan unit. Or I can bring God Trunks. Actually, God Trunks will be doing us pretty good here. No, God Trunks is already link level 10. I'm bringing the Great Saiyan. Oh yeah, these guys, the Great Saiyan and AMS, they're from the Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission, right? That's the Switch game. I haven't actually finished that. I need to go back and actually play through that game. Have any of you played it? Did you really like it? I don't remember much about it. Other than the fighting thing, the fighting menu, and you had to time the press right, which got a little annoying. Hey, link level, let's go! Oh, that's what we love to see. That's what we love right there. Alright, that's done. Jump right back in here again. Ooh, we got the Great Saiyaman this rotation. Okay. No bonus drop yet, but I'm sure we'll get it at least once in these basically 10 stages, right? Hey, that's gotta be how it works. So if it wasn't clear to you guys yet, this is very, very easy. This is just a joke. Let's see. Hang on, let's see what Great Saiyaman 3 is gonna do this boss. Oh, okay, super attack right away. Alright, thank you. Thanks. Thanks. Let's see. Let's see what one counter attack does right here. Yeah, it's about right. Yeah, this is very, very easy. I feel like they made it this easy because they know that not everyone is gonna have like all these heroes, characters, and like not everyone's gonna have all 200% leaders and stuff. So these stages are probably geared more towards like the taking it on with the free-to-play units than these big macho major teams, you know. Well, we're jumping into Cumber now. We gotta bring Cumber on the team. At least Cumber's a Dragon Ball Heroes category leader now. Yeah, I think from this point onward, we have like all Dragon Ball Heroes leaders for this event, which is good. Goodbye, Cumber. Okay, super stage time. Well, a lot of Dragon Stones you can get from this. So you get 10 from these stages, and then you're probably gonna get, yeah, you're gonna get 15 stones in total from getting all the missions and clearing all the stages. So that's pretty cool. But it's gonna take a while to get all these characters done, you know. Now that I think about it, there's 5 these like easy area stages, and I'm realizing 5 easy stages is also the same amount of the same amount of stages that the type metal coolers had in that metal cooler event. Do you guys remember that? You guys remember how fun that was? Yeah. Oh, this is gonna take a while to farm, and we're not even getting a guaranteed LR ticket or anything from it. What can you do? What can you do? Well, this is gonna take a while. I should have got this video out sooner. I didn't realize it'd take this long. Okay, now we're fighting Demon God Salsa. Let's bring Pan, and then we can grab Salsa right here. Yeah, all we have is, I think, all just Dragon Ball Heroes and crossover friends from now on. There's the bonus drop, finally. Let's go. It took long enough. Yeah, you're definitely gonna want to see those in these fights. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we keep getting Bardock in the first rotation. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about here till we get to the actual characters. Well, moving on to the super stage again. Wow. Oh, good rotation. Yeah, this is a good opening rotation right here. Well, finally. Okay, we're on to the last one. Yeah, this is a lot to talk about. So this is against Poutine. She is physical, so we gotta bring an STR character, and I say we should bring an STR character, because I'm just gonna bring Pan again, and Poutine. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna take forever. Like, I'm just thinking about this right now. Like, if you guys, like if anyone, like, you're, like, kind of, like, newer players, and you haven't been playing since, like, the first, like, Heroes collab, I mean, you're gonna have to farm up these free-to-play units, and then you gotta farm up a second one of them at SA5 to, you know, to feed into it to get them to SA15, and then you have to play all these stages, so it's just, like, it's kind of a lot, you know? I mean, not that I'm complaining about content, but it's, it's something, I don't know. Well, okay. Oh, link level. It was only for Poutine, I don't really care about that. This might be the second time ever I've used Poutine on a team. And the last attempt and no bonus drop. Awesome. Well, there you go, all done. No link levels, of course. Oh, well, all done with that. Yeah, really, really exciting. Woo! Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That was the Heroes Extreme Z area. Not all that hard or really anything at all. This is just gonna farm this to get the characters done, and it's gonna be very tedious and annoying, and there's really no reason to do it other than stones, because these characters aren't the best, but we'll just talk about them. Let's just start talking about them. Okay, so I guess let's just go about these in order. So we're gonna start at the top. This is Great Saiyaman 4. His leader skill is the Youth category Key 3 all stats 77%, or Superclass category Key 3 all stats 40%. Could potentially be good for link leveling, or pretty much only that. His passive skill, attack and defense 120%, and Superclass allies Key 2 and defense 30%. Youth category allies attack 30%, plus an additional defense 30% when attacking. Chance of performing a critical hit plus 10% with each attack performed, and high chance of launching an additional super attack. And on his super attack, he raises attack and defense, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and lowers defense. So, I mean, he's okay, I see. I feel like they could have buffed his support passive to like Superclass Key 2 defense 40%, and like made Youth like 40 or 50% too, because Youth is like, yeah, I mean, Youth isn't exactly the best category right now, so I mean, it's not like, oh, that's too much, that's just unconceivable, or anything. It just, I don't know, it seems a little underwhelming. He gets defense 30% when attacking, which is good. I don't feel like he needed the crit chance in his passive. Like, I don't know if you're running this guy into an event as like a super hard offensive unit, but I like that he has the high chance of doing an additional super, which that is a 50% chance, by the way. That'll help him infinitely stack his defense, which would be useful in certain situations. So, yeah, now, like, if you're trying to stack this guy's defense, and ideally you don't want to crit because you want the enemy to last as long as possible. But I mean, I don't know. He's okay. He's not bad or anything. He's a support unit, so he's pretty solid. And he's got a chance. He has built-in crit in additional, so I can't say he's bad, but this character is definitely gonna struggle, I feel like, defensively in shorter sort of events. Okay. Alright, moving on. We're moving on to Unstoppable Evolution, Aim's third form, or Aim's, whatever his name is. His leader skill, Artificial Life Forms, category Key 3, all stats 77%, or Extreme Class, Key 3, all stats 40%, and his passive skill, Attack and Defense 120%, and Extreme Class Allies, Key 2, defense 30%, Artificial Life Forms, category Allies, attack 30%, plus an additional attack 30% when attacking, plus an additional defense 30% with each attack received, up to 150%, and high chance of stunning the attacked enemy. And on his super attack, he raises defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and lowers attack and defense. So this guy is built really similar to Great Saiyaman 4. He's basically just the extreme class opposite of him. So I feel like I have some of the same complaints. The support passive could have been a bit more. Artificial life forms being only 30%, like, I get that. For this category specifically, I get that, but, I mean, like, you're likely not gonna use this guy on your artificial life forms team regardless, so I don't know why they could afford to make it a bit higher, I feel like. And attack 30% when attacking, not the biggest of deals. Like, he's gonna be hitting hard, whoop-de-doo, but the defense plus 30% up to 150% is pretty good. That is pretty good. And he gets defense on super attack as well. This guy actually I watched a truce video on this guy, and he put up some pretty impressive defensive numbers, I think. For a free-to-play unit, I think, at least. He was, what? It was like around like 400, 500k defense. Like, that's, for a free-to-play unit, that's really good. I mean, obviously, he'd be better if he had, like, guard or damage reduction or something, but do keep in mind, this is just a free-to-play unit, so, yeah, like, 500k defense is pretty impressive when you think about it like that. And also the support, and he'll be hitting, like, his offense will be decent, so... And yeah, the chance to stun the attacked enemies, and I think that's only for one turn, unfortunately, and then lowering attack and defense. This guy could be viable in Super Battle Road, I think, just supporting everyone. He's gonna have some... Okay, well, I shouldn't say... His defense won't be all that impressive until after he gets hit all these times, which you're probably not gonna have in Super Battle Road. This guy's definitely a floater option, but, yeah, I think he can be pretty decent in longer events, and he could be solid in short events like Super Battle Road as well. Yeah, he seems good. I think I might like him more than Great Saiyaman 4, I think. Alright, now it starts to go downhill. So, this is Unleashed Saiyan Cumber. Leader skill is Dragon Ball Heroes category key 3, all stats 77%, or STR type key 3, all stats 50%. Not a really big deal when you consider that all these heroes units are kind of like heroes or crossover characters. And his passive skill, key 3, attack and defense 150%. Extreme class allies attack and defense 20% when attacking, plus an additional defense 50%, and super class enemies attack and defense minus 30% after receiving an attack, and launches an additional super attack within the same turn after receiving an attack as the first attacker in the turn. Alright, oh yeah, he's, super attack, he infinitely stacks attack and defense, causes supreme damage, and lowers defense. So, this guy is, he's built really similar to the physical, like, Super Saiyan Cumber, the Great Ape Cumber, and I'm not exactly a big fan of that guy. His support passive, just being extreme class, 20% attack and defense, I feel is pretty underwhelming. And this buff and debuff he gets on receiving an attack is kind of, feel not that good. This guy is made for Super Battle Road. This is not a character you can run into long events, because a lot of his value comes from him lowering the enemies, like, attack and defense and stuff, in which you can't do that against most of these, like, actual hard solo difficult fights. So it's really just Super Battle Road that you want to use this guy, and, like, launches an additional super attack within the same turn after receiving an attack as the first attacker in the turn. Like, you're not using this guy turn 1 in Super Battle Road. Like, what? Like, that's not even just the first attacker in the turn. He also has to get hit first. And this Cumber is not going to have good defense. His defense is not good enough for Super Battle Road. I mean, maybe if you get enough stacks, then his defense will be viable. But this is built for long events. His passive skill wants him to get hit a lot in short events, but in order for him to be good enough defensively to get hit, you need to bring him into a long event, which he's not going to be good in. I don't get it. He will be good. He'll be good in long events, like I shouldn't say not all long events. I think in, like, the legendary events, like Legendary Goku, GT Goku, and Vegeta events, I think he'll be, well, maybe not Vegeta, because his last stage is AGL, but I think in those ones he'll be pretty good in, just because he's an infinite defensive stacker, you know, so it's hard to make an infinite defense stacker bad, but, I mean, like, you're not bringing him to the red zone. I don't know, maybe infinite Dragon Ball history, I guess. I don't know. I'm just not impressed with this guy at all. This is not this is pretty bad. I don't like him. His support's too low. He's not getting enough defense. It's dumb. Give him, like, guard for the first 5 turns or something. Just why not? Whatever. Like, literally there's no reason not to. Blah. Alright, moving on. Here's a guy I know, like, absolutely nothing about. Evil Genius Demon God Salsa. His leader skill, crossover category key 3, all stats 77%, or tech type key 3, all stats 50%. His passive skill, 3 key attack and defense 100%, attack and defense 20%, up to 80%, and chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, plus 15%. up to 45% per crossover category ally in the team. Okay. Plus an additional chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack. Plus 5% per existing enemy, up to 25%. Plus an additional attack 20% up to 60%. And defense 10% up to 30% with each attack evaded, including super attack. And then on his super attack, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and seal super. Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that from this guy. Wow. Okay. Okay, so he actually seems pretty good to me. Like, this is probably a unit I would go full dodge on. Like, this is a unit you want to utilize their, like, defensive capabilities, you know, because I think this guy could shine in both, like, Super Battle Road and even, like, the Red Zone, I feel like. Although, Dragon Ball Heroes team isn't the best to run to the Red Zone currently, but I say that just because of he's gonna have, like, minimum 50% chance to dodge. And then he's, like, getting attack and defense with every time he dodges. He'd probably be a really good floater option, I think, on the crossover category. Like, you go into one of these red zones or super battle roads, you run them in the 3rd slot all the time, you build them full dodge, and then, like, ideally, you're going to be dodging, like, most of these attacks with him, and then he's going to have enough defense to probably take a hit or two. Probably not a super attack, but definitely not a super attack if we're talking about the red zone. But like, yeah, he's got like 180% defense start of turn, 50% chance to dodge. He can get another 30% defense from dodging, and then he greatly raises defense for 1 turn on super attack, and he seals super attack. Actually, that's really good. Yeah, in Super Battle Road, this guy is gonna be a complete monster. Yeah. Yeah, I like this guy. He seems to be pretty useful to me. In the right circumstances, I think he can be really, really good. And, you know, unlike this stupid Cumber unit who doesn't know if he wants to be a short event or a long event character, this guy's gonna be good in both. He is, like, other than events that, like, disable dodging, which, keep in mind, is not many of them, he's gonna be really good. I like him. I like him. He also has type advantage against Red Zone Broly, if you, you want to think about that. Yeah, I like him. I like him. This is good. I'm a big fan of this guy. I'm gonna have to try this guy out to see how, see if he's just as good as I'm thinking he is. Finally, on to the last unit. So, this is Freezing Sorcery Demon Goddess Patine. Her leader skill is the crossover category key 3, all stats 77%, or physical type key 3, all stats 50%. Pretty standard for these characters, as you would know. And her passive skill, she gets attack and defense 150%, plus an additional attack and defense 15% per crossover category ally, self-excluded on the team. Feel like that self-excluded wasn't really necessary. Plus an additional attack 70% and medium chance of performing a critical hit when the target enemy is stunned or the target enemy's super attack is sealed. And crossover category allies key 2 attack defense 30%, lowers the attacked enemy's attack and defense by 20%, and seals the attacked enemy's super attack for 2 turns. Okay, and on her super attack, she raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage with a high chance of stunning. Alright, so this to me seems like another sort of Super Battle Road character. Yeah, I don't think this is a character you're going to be running in the longer events. She has a lot of versatility in here. So she's supporting. She's going to have decent attack and defense. She's lowering the attacked enemy's attack, and she's sealing them for 2 turns just on her normal attack, and then she has a high chance of stunning, which is a 50% chance. This is a unit you want to go like full additional and then like dodging, I think. I do wish that the part of her passive that's like attack 70% and medium chance of performing a crit when the enemy is stunned or sealed, I wish that was just like guaranteed crit. Like, I feel like there's no reason for that not to be guaranteed crit. It's like, it's not gonna make her, like, overly busted or anything, but yeah, I don't know. She seems interesting, but I think she's gonna be good for Super Battle Road, but if you have the STR Corrupted Supreme Kai of Time, I think she's just a worse version of that. Like, let me just take a look. Yeah, rare chance of stunning all enemies. Seals the enemy's super attack. Medium chance to stun all enemies. Massively raises defense for 1 turn and greatly lowers attack and defense. Yeah. So, Patine just seems like a worse Supreme Kai of Time, the brainwashed one to me. Which is fine, I mean, not everyone is gonna have this character rainbowed or anything, but she still seems pretty solid to me, I think. So it's just like, if you have the Supreme Kai of Time, run her instead, but if you don't, you can run the Demon Goddess Patine instead until, like, what category Super Battle Roads are they on? Let me see. So, like, Peppy Gals, Seraphine Conquerors have one. Probably wouldn't bring her into that one, though. And Time Travelers, that's it. I mean, Time Travelers did just get us Extreme Super Battle Road stage lately. Yeah, I don't know. I think this unit could be useful. Not in, like, most areas of the game. I certainly think that the Demon God Salsa is my favorite unit. If I had to rank these characters onto, like, my, like, the best and worst, I'd say worst is Cumber, easily. He's got a really good sticker effect, though, which is unfortunate for how much he sucks. And then I'd probably say next Patine, then Great Saiyaman 4, the third form Ames, and then Demon God Salsa #1, I think. I feel like these two could be pretty close under, like, you know, the right situations and stuff. And then, like, Cumber is just, I feel like there's a gap between Cumber and everyone else, which is a shame because of how monstrous this guy is in the anime. It's certainly, like, a cooler character than, like, all of these guys put together. Well, maybe not Ames. Ames is pretty cool, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of these free-to-play characters. Let me know who's your favorite, who's your least favorite. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you feel like it. I love you all, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!